Brexit to hide, I think, and there were issues that stem from that. Surely that's less likely to happen if everyone's vaccinated coming in.
Yeah, but we're in a different world. We're in a world where we have got substantial community transmission in Victoria, and being fully vaccinated is not a guarantee of not becoming infected or indeed not passing it on to someone else. It protects you very substantially from serious illness, and it reduces your risk of transmission to others, getting the infection transmitting to others very substantially. So none of it's foolproof, but we are managing the risk of transmission both through vaccination and, if need be, the full quarantine of unvaccinated arrivals.
I might just add to that if I can. The Immigration Minister Alex Hawke made some statements the other day that were very clear, and to my mind I can't understand why the Commonwealth Government would let anybody in that was not an Australian and had not been double dose vaxxed. That wouldn't make any sense to me. That is a matter for the Commonwealth. No one's trying to pretend that state governments issue visas or passports, but again, we've got a very small cap on unvaccinated Australians, either permanent residents or citizens, coming back, $250 a week. They have to go through the hotel quarantine system, and let's not put any more pressure on that by having people come here who could be vaccinated. They don't have any right or entitlement to come here. They're not an Aussie. They need a visa. It wouldn't make any sense to me that the Commonwealth Government would do different to what the Immigration Minister made very clear the other day. But again, that's a matter for the Commonwealth Government.
Those visa arrangements may change by the time the Australian voting comes around. Are you sending a strong signal that if an unvaccinated tennis player will not be able to take...
No, I'm just agreeing with what a federal minister said. I thought what he said made sense. And if it changes, well then, as you say, it might change. If it does change, well then you'll be able to ask me that question and I'll have a response at that point.
It's up to the federal government to make the decision, but it could be your decision to ban it in Melbourne Park.
Well, it might be, but let's wait and see what happens. At the end of the day, let's worry about those things that we, the actual reality of this, when and if it transpires. If the federal government has a different view, so if what the Immigration Minister said the other day changes, well then they can explain why it's changed and then we can respond to it accordingly. But like the ball kids will have to be double vaxxed if they're over 12. Everyone going there will be double vaxxed. The staff will be double vaxxed. Anyway, I don't know why. I don't think it necessarily becomes an issue because I don't know that people who are not Australian citizens who are not vaccinated will be allowed in. That's what the Immigration Minister said the other day, and I couldn't agree more.
But is the state government willing to make that call, saying if the federal government lets these tennis players in, that you say, well, you can come here, but you won't be able to attend Melbourne Park?
Well, no, let's just wait and see what the federal government does, and then rather than responding to what they might do, we can respond to what they actually do. With the greatest of respect, let's just wait and see how that unfolds.
It's a very real reality. It's a reality that the federal government could in fact allow them in if the deal is made. So have you considered what we would do in that situation?
Julia, it's months away, and it's not at the top of my list. It genuinely isn't. The top of my list is getting every second dose appointment filled, getting to 80% on Friday night, getting to 90% by 24 November, repairing the damage that this pandemic has done to us, healing those wounds, continuing the rollout of our jobs plan, making some exciting announcements about events that are going to occur right throughout summer. All those things are a bit higher on the priority list than what might occur in relation to the tennis. It's a very important event. It's going to be a great success. But the federal government's position, they need to be clear about that. I think they have been. I think Alex Hawke was very clear the other day. If that changes, well then we'll respond to that at that point.
Are you expecting the Commonwealth to provide clarity on this in coming days? And if they don't, surely it's an issue that hangs over this event until...
No, I don't think anything hangs over this event other than the absolute certainty that it's going to be a great success. A great success. And it will have bigger crowds than it's had for a while, and it'll be, it'll be a wonderful international event. It may look a little different in some ways because the global pandemic won't be over by then. But I'm sure that if the Commonwealth Government needs to provide clarity, then you guys will go and seek that from them.
When will you be speaking to the Commonwealth next and Tennis Australia representatives?
About this issue, I don't know that I'll be speaking to the Commonwealth about this issue. It's up to them to make further statements. I'm going on what the Immigration Minister said the other day. In terms of Tennis Australia, I don't personally deal with them myself. I think Martin Bakula and others will be in pretty regular discussions with them, and like he is with the VRC and all sorts of others. Cricket Australia ahead of the Boxing Day test, all of those things.